whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only...
Okay, who this be? Who that is? Let's go to Steve Areno on line 6. Hello, Steve Areno.
Hey, it looks like the mayor's henchmen are out and are live and riding, the Rough Riders of the city of Hammond. I'm glad to hear Dave's running for mayor, but, you know, that does not surprise me now. All of a sudden, he's been harassed at his shop.
And it took what, less than a couple hours or what?
Yeah, less than that, preacher. You know, like you said all along, you know what? It just goes to show, you know what? Hey, I'm glad to hear he's a candidate for the mayoral race because, like he said, we deserve better than that. I'm telling you what, there's any other callers out there that if you had a problem or didn't agree with the Gestapo regime, I bet they were banging on your door looking for things to go wrong, perhaps maybe throwing a bolt through your window or stealing your nice displays you have in your yard. You know how it is.
Well, I don't know. I can't comment on any of that. All I can say is, do you believe me now?
Hey,
I mean, come on.
Like I tell everybody, you know what?
Well, listen, Steve. One thing I am not is a liar, and I will tell you the truth, and even when it pains me, I still will tell the truth.
And you know what I like about your show too, preacher? You'll have candidates that will come in and talk to you, and you're not afraid to ask them the truth or the questions that lead up to. You don't beat around the bush. That's what I love about your program.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks so much, Steve Reno. Phone lines are all lit up at 845-1100. I'm not saying I'm all beyond that. I had a conversation with the mayor last week. I asked him to come on the show. He not so politely declined my invitation, and okay. You know, I'll be fine if you just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Don't hassle me. Don't tell people to stay away from me. Just leave me alone. I don't bother anyone. I don't bother it. Is that not?
It's a different one.
You sure? I'll take a Chuck, but I don't want no Charlie.
No, this ain't no Charlie. This is Chuck.
Hey, no Charlie.
Theory about.
Hey, wait a second, Chuck. Hold on. Can you, when you call, can you just be no Charlie?
I could be no Charlie.
Just say, hey, it's no Charlie. That way, then I get it.
No Charlie.
10-4.
You know, back about 6-7 years ago, I ran for 3rd District City Council, and guess what happened after I announced my candidacy?
Well, who were you running against first?
Higgs.
Okay,
Higgs.
What happened?
Yeah, well, I had a visit. I have actually the nicest house in the block, and I had a visit from code enforcement. Was cited. It was just like, whoa, wait a second here, you folks. I've been here since 1991, and you guys first just started to knock on my door now.
How long after? Wait a second. How long after you decided to run were you paid a visit?
Very shortly. Very shortly after I announced my candidacy.
Hours, days, what?
Oh, it was days.
Okay.
It was days.
Well, Dave got hours apparently.
Well, because he's probably got a more viable chance than I've got to run for office.
He's running for a higher office.
But I honestly think that what we should all do is start calling the mayor's number. Talk to his secretary. Let them know that we're not really happy with this type of political tactics in the town of Hammond. This is inappropriate. I think everybody should call the mayor's office and speak to his secretary and minimally, or ask to speak to him. I think if you got 80,000 phone calls, he might get a message.
10-4. Thanks, no Charlie. Hey, I don't even know what to say to that. I can go. Let's see. Let's go to standby because we're gonna lose our log here in a second. Is that the deal? All right, then we better go to line 1. Put your head down. It's Pistol Pete and Hammond.
Pistol Pete from Hammond. I just want to tell Dave Hacker he's got 100% of the votes for my family, and I'm glad to hear he's running. He's an upstanding guy, and this is the kind of Gestapo stuff that's been going on in Hammond for the last few years. I know people that had to go out and paint their garage doors in the wintertime because code enforcement were on them. I'm all for this Dave Hacker, and I hope he wins.
10-4. Thanks, Pistol Pete. Let's see if we get another shot at him. All right, I got nothing to do with this. Let's go to Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, preacher, this is Jimmy. You know, I hope I'm backing up Dave all the way. I hope he turns the McMafia into a McMuffin.
A McMuffin.
All right, that's all I say.
Oh, you're going to turn him into a McMuffin. Oh, yeah, I'll get the blame for this. But, hey, I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Is D-Lo out of town yet?
Not yet.
You sure?
He's in the area, probably.
Really? He's not calling us, is he? You sure? Let's go to Crown Point. Hello.
Hey,
Crown Point Dave.
Preacher.
Hey, buddy.
I just want to pass on to Dave from the Sweet House Bakery that there will be a number of votes filtering in from Crown Point as well for his mayor.
Excellent. Bring in a sack full, my friend. Truckload, whatever you got. In a basket. I don't care. Whatever it is. Any way we can help, right?
It don't matter what town you're in, but there will be votes filtering in from the town of Crown Point.
Ah, very good. Thank you. All right. This seems like the campaign's growing already. Put a little, what kind of berries we got?
These are 2 so far. I got some more.
Gooseberry?
It's a berry. Got a list here.
Not a cranberry. A cranberry Harlow?
No, crow.
Crowberry Harlow.
And there's a bearberry.
A bearberry Harlow? There's a funny berry out there. A gooseberry is pretty funny. Gooseberry Harlow, that's pretty funny. Wow, I'm freaked out, man. It's 69 degrees in the Calumet, and David Hacker is going to run for mayor on a Republican ticket. This is wild. This is weird, wild stuff. See, I want to run for mayor.
No, not yet.
Maybe I'll run on the Democratic side in the primary. Then I can go up against Hacker. We'll make a deal, just like it's supposed to be done in Lake County. Make a deal with Hacker. What kind of deal could I make with a guy named Hacker? Put down your machete. Hold on a second. We're cruising back into the city of Hammond. At least we're flying relatively low. Put your head down.
Mulligan, Pistol Pete.
Mulligan.
Hey, you know, sending these city goon squad over to this guy's business to try to shut him down or take food off his table is no different than sending people around to bust windows and slash tires. It's the same darn thing, and it's condoned by this mayor.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. Are we getting this on tape for the trial? Jeez. Man. I gotta find me a safe route here to fly. To have. Experienced some turbulence up here this afternoon. This is Black Oak Flight 1230. Requesting a pit stop. A cruise break or something. I mean, really. I'm taking a beating over here.